Hello, friends. I hope that you are having a wonderful and blessed day. I was just talking to my nephew and I'm all like charged up. My name is Melody Self, and I'm health and wellness life coach. So I was talking to him, talking about relationships. And really, the truth is, obviously, is our relationships come back to ourselves. The number one person we have relationships with is me. And so sometimes when we've had negative experiences, we can close ourselves off to having any more experiences because we're like, well, I'm never going to get hurt again. And when we do things like that, it really hurts ourselves because we are limiting our beliefs and we're limiting our experiences of what can happen if we only allow it. And a lot of it has to do with the way that we see and the way that we observe things. So if and like for example, if I if I believe that men are just jerks, then I have five sons. So then let's say one of them trips and bumps into me, I could say something to the nature of, well, I know how men are, and I know you just did that on purpose. And I know you're just trying to hurt me and you just shoved me. And then I can cause this whole down spiral because of a belief that I have. And then I start to see it a certain way that it isn't even that way. So the way that we see things really is very impactful. And the way that we observe it and the what things that we believe. That's what I'm trying to say is the things that we believe. And so there are times that I don't even always agree with myself, that I've changed my mind of how they are. And I'd like to say that if you're watching, please the like or comment so that I know that you are here, and put hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. I am going live every day this week. I am doing a little challenge for myself, and I'm deciding to show up for myself. And that's what I wanted to talk about, was showing up. And showing up for me, I was thinking about how to love yourself, how I can love myself. And I realized that one of the ways I can love myself is to allow myself to be seen. And that may sound kind of a little bit crazy, or but when you have lived in a way that it was safer for you to be hidden because um, you would escape getting the negative things that you don't want to happen, or getting hurt, or getting judged, or having people laugh at you or ridicule you, or whatever the thing is, then it's easier to stay hidden. And I know that in many, many ways I have held myself back. And my business coach says, now, Melody, you know how hard it is to hold yourself back. And I'm like, yes, I do. Like, I hold myself back and it's exhausting and I feel exhausted. And so I have chosen many, many times to limit myself by not allowing myself to be seen fully, or not writing, like being truly authentic, or not, like, I remember it used to be that I wouldn't even wear a hat, because then if I did, then it would bring attention to myself. And it was kind of fun this weekend. I was trying to remember where we were. I was with my two daughters, and someone says, oh, I like your bright colors. And I wasn't even paying attention, but one of my daughters is wearing hot pink. My other daughter is wearing like purple, and then I'm wearing my purple hair, which isn't showing up a lot today. And we just had a lot of colors on, and I thought, oh, that is kind of fun that we're all bright and colorful. And so it's just about how to be seen. But before, I may not have had the confidence or the ability, when I would have limited myself in that way, just from, I'm not going to bring attention to myself, right? I'm not going to let people see me in that way. So it's really about allowing yourself to be seen and being authentic and be you, because someone else can vibe with you, someone else can relate to you, and God created you uniquely, just like you, to create something completely just as unique to you, right? So I'm wondering, how are you going to show up? How are you going to love yourself even more, to let yourself be seen in ways that maybe you haven't? I've even seen recently on my Facebook feed, some people said that they start to write something and then they erase it because they're not going to be that authentic. And I'm not talking about being in a way that, is not, that just isn't a positive or a powerful way. But what about whenever the story that you share that you've overcome can really help someone else? And sometimes people in their processes, because they're having, their mourning, the season that they're in, they are able to share and reflect, that has been really powerful and can really help others. And because we don't go through something that that no one else can relate to. Even if it's not the exact same thing, that doesn't mean that we can't have shared experiences that can encourage us as well. Or sometimes it's just encouraging to know that someone that someone in your sphere has a similar experience as you. So um, I think it's really powerful to be able to do that and share and encourage each other, because like I was telling my nephew, two are better than one, because when one is down, the other one can, right, pull them up. And I think that's really important, to not pummel someone when they're down, but to give them that courage, to give them that hope, to speak life into them so that we can help them to get up. So showing up in that way can just be, I tell my kids, I said, look, I don't want to be alone all the time. I just sometimes want your presence. You don't have to say anything. I just want your presence to be there so that I know that your presence is there. And sometimes when we're in a dark place, that's just what we need. We just need someone to let us know they care and that we're there. And so if that's you today, then I encourage you to reach out to someone, reach out to me, let you know that you are seen, that you are cared for, and that you are valuable, and that you are loved, and that you matter, and that you do make a difference, and you are important in this world. And I'm glad you're here. So I will, I had, so anyway, I will keep going live, and I was kind of mumbling my thoughts because I had been doing the proverb of the day, and then I just didn't release them. And so I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to release those too. So, and not just sit on those, but I hope to see y'all tomorrow, and I'm going to be going live every day so that you can become your best healthy selves. Love y'all.